If Loris and Karu Khan have been unable to contact the Dominion, perhaps we can do it for them. I have authorization from Starfleet Command to send someone to the Gamma Quadrant to seek out the Dominion and persuade them to help us with the Cmdr occupying DS9. I want you to be that representative, Lieutenant Commander. Karu Khan's ships are guarding the wormhole, so access is limited. A small craft like a shuttle or fighter might be able to slip through the blockade, so leave your starship here at Bajor. Commander Samuel Winters is here, and he's one of the best shuttle pilots I know. I recommend you bring him along. The war is over, but Loris and Karu Khan won't believe it unless they hear it from someone they trust.
Understood, Commander. I will return to the Greenland, and I will have the runabout ready to go. Have Commander Winters meet us in our Shuttle Bay 1, ma'am, and we will depart as soon as we are ready. Once we are in the station's vicinity, we will give you guys a signal to move in the Decoy fleet so we can slip past them into the wormhole. Personal log, stardate 87117.3. We have just arrived in the vicinity of Deep Space Nine in the runabout USS Zermania. Our plan is to scramble sensors of DS9 so that the Loris and Karu Khan won't be able to track us while we attempt to enter the wormhole. A fleet is on the standby, led by Captain Kurland, which is here just to distract the Minion forces and give us enough time to slip into the wormhole. If all goes well, we will manage to make a contact with the representatives of the Dominion and convince them to help us with our problem over at DS9.
Unfortunately, this is the only way we can get past the Dominion forces, sir. We need to quickly scramble station's sensor clusters. If we do that, we will blind the ops. If someone's looking out the window, they'll see the wormhole open. But we'll be long gone before they have a chance to scramble ships to stop us. Captain Kurland's fleet is ready and will warp in and engage the Cmdr ships. This will give us a chance to escape through the wormhole.
Send out the signal for the fleet, Elisa. Commander Winters will fly us close enough to disable those sensor clusters. I am initiating sensor scrambler now.
Station sensors are down, sir.
The Cmdr ship is on an intercept course, sir. Shields and weapons are at full, Captain. Ready to engage.
Return fire! Lock onto them with tractor beam. See if we can slow them down.
Sir, I am detecting a hull stress. Recommend we disengage the tractor beam.
I guess no more stress here, Elisa.
Enemy targets destroyed, sir.
Setting a course for the wormhole now. We'll be halfway to the Gamma Quadrant before the Cmdr know what happened. Wow, that's some view. This is my first trip into the wormhole. Thanks for letting me tag along. Captain Curlin says there's a traitor in the Idrin system who knows how to contact the Dominion. She's probably our best chance for finding them quickly. But Curlin says Farek's help won't come cheap. We need to be ready to negotiate with her. When we're out of the wormhole, we should start searching for Farek's vessel.
Sir, our intel said that Farek's ship would be here, but there's nothing on scanners. However, someone dropped a Nave marker in this area. I suggest we set a course for it and do a scan of all nearby stellar bodies.
Understood, Elisa. Commander Winters, if you would do the honors and set a course for that nav beacon. Once we're there, scan the beacon. Hopefully it will tell us more about Farek's whereabouts.
I'm picking up a ship on long-range sensors, Captain. The configuration matches Farek's ship, sir, but I'm detecting damage to several systems. There's no response to a hail, sir, but her communications array might be damaged. Setting a course to the ship's coordinates now.
Farek's ship is inside that large asteroid, sir, but the entrance is shielded. We need to destroy the shield generator and then enter the asteroid. Sensors show that this area is teeming with a life form that I've never seen before, sir. That may be why Farek has sealed herself inside the asteroid. The Cosmozoans are hostile, and I think they could be dangerous to our runabout. However, they're not actively hunting. If we try to keep a safe distance, perhaps they won't bother us.
Understood, Elisa. Thank you for the update. Alright, let's get inside the asteroid. Nice and easy. Ooh, this was close. There is Farek and her vessel, the Chronic. Hail Farek, Elisa, and patch her on this right side console here.
I can hear profit in the wind, and the wind is blowing. If you want it, I've got it.
Are you Ferric? Hopefully you have what I really need, as I need something specific.
That's me, the best trader with the biggest deals in the sector. I have Utterberry futures, cultural artifacts from 100 different worlds, alpha current nectar, disruptor rifles, and the best salvage this side of the galactic barrier. Or maybe you're interested in something else. Need a guide to the Gamma Quadrant? How about someone who can take you to the hidden markets, or get you into the Decoy system unnoticed? If you have the Latinum, I have what you need.
We'll get to that, Ferric. But first, tell me what happened to your ship. It looks like it is barely holding together by a few nuts and bolts.
Oh, that? Nothing really. Nothing you need to be concerned about. You just can't make some customers happy.
Oh. Well, you mind telling me then what are you doing here in the Gamma Quadrant? Don't tell me that Alpha and Beta Quadrant species have run out of Latinum.
Profit. While it's easier for women to run their own businesses now on Ferenginar, there's still a lot of prejudice. And I'm not about to stay home naked chewing tube grubs. I was a dealer of assorted and sundry merchandise in the bullion sector till there was a slight problem with my business partners. Through absolutely no fault of my own, my business license from the FCA was temporarily revoked. Until I can get the paperwork straightened out, I decided to set up shop out here. It's great out here. There's hardly any competition and deals to be made everywhere. The Wadi aren't any trouble once you learn the rules of that crazy game. The Dosi are too scared of the Karema to be a real challenge, and everyone else is either running from the Dominion or part of it.
We'll see. That's where our little trade comes in. I need to know where to find Dominion. And I've heard you are the right businesswoman with the information for it.
Well, now, that's an interesting question. I know where to find the Dominion, of course. I can even get you in touch with a Vorta who has a direct line to the founders. He's a close personal friend as well as a valued client. In fact, I always keep a case of Covenant Crunch on board just for him. However, the location of one of my best customers is not information I share for free. And no offense, friend, but you don't look like you can afford what I would charge.
Wait. Don't let the looks fool you, Ferric. Tell me really what you would want for the information about the Dominion. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
I'll give it to you straight. Intel about the Dominion is hard to acquire, and therefore extremely valuable. You don't have a cargo hold big enough for all the Latinum I'd want in exchange for the data, but I'm willing to consider an alternative method of payment. You see that planetoid over there? I have a limited amount of time to collect everything valuable from it that I can. And as you can see, my ship could use some repairs. While my crew and I work on fixing this baby up, I could use some help with the salvage. So, here's the deal. You get me something I can turn a profit with, and I'll tell you where you can find the Dominion.
Fine, Ferric. I will go get your valuable components and resources. Just it better be worth it. Take us to that asteroid, Commander Winters, and let's see if we can get something for Ferric.
Sir, I think we can salvage something valuable from that defensive satellite over there.
Scan the satellite and beam over any valuable components. Okay, we got what we came for. Turn us around and head back to Ferric. Farek, we've got what you asked for. Now about that info on Dominion.
That's great. Nice doing business with you. I'll just verify the transport and then I'll contact my friend, the very important Vorta. I'm sure that he'll be able to help you with whatever you need. Quick! Cut the comm! Jump to warp!
Oh boy.
What do you mean we don't have warp drive yet? Get it going! Now! Wait, can they still hear me? You know the funny thing about resonance pulses? They drive the swarmers crazy.
Sir, Farek's vessel emitted a resonance pulse before she warped away. It's enraged the swarmers. We won't be able to engage warp engines until we take care of them.
Alright, take us out of this damn asteroid command of Winters and get us closer to the swarmers. I am going to plow the way for us. Damn, there are so many of them.
Minimum damage to the shields and hull, sir. Sir, I have a lock on her warp signature. Don't worry, sir. She is not running away that easily.
Commander Winters, pursuit course. We mustn't let her warp signature go cold.
Well, I guess Farek didn't lie about knowing how to find the Dominion, sir. Her ship is surrounded by Cmdr. I wouldn't say they're on good terms, though. Farek's ship is damaged again. If the Dominion vessels have detected us, they're not making any hostile moves in our direction. Recommend we approach and see if they want to talk.
Farek's ship has life support and engines, sir, but that's about it. Shields are failing, and she only has limited weapons. The lead Cmdr vessel is hailing us, sir. Putting it on screen now.
Ah, so the representatives of the Alpha Quadrant finally make their way to seek aid from the Dominion. We have been expecting you. According to our information, you're having a slight occupation problem on Deep Space Nine. I might be able to assist you with that problem if you have come here in friendship. And as we all know, friends help one another. You can start by destroying this nuisance and her ship. She has intruded into the Gamma Quadrant without permission and is conducting unauthorized salvage operations in our space. The penalty for this is clear. By all rights, we should execute you as well. But I am willing to overlook your involvement this time. So, as the Ferengi would say, do we have a deal?
We are still friends, right? I'm in a bit of a spot here. Got any help for your old pal, Farek?
Well. Look who it is. It's our friend Farek. Nice trick with the swarmers, Farek.
Hey, friend. Look, I found the Dominion for you. You have to help me. They're crazy. Okay, I'll go. I'll go back to the Alpha Quadrant. I'll refund their latinum. I'll even give them what's left in my cargo holds. Just don't let them kill me. And that resonance pulse. Funny, huh? I knew those little suckers couldn't really hurt you. If you let me go, I know Iran won't hunt me down again. He's got too many other problems to worry about a small-timer like me. Just please, let me go.
Go while you still can, Farek. I do not want to see you or hear about you ever again.
You come seeking my aid, and then refuse a simple request? This is not an auspicious start. Nevertheless, you have something I want, and I have something you need. The only logical conclusion is cooperation. I will return to the Alpha Quadrant with you, and render whatever assistance I can.
There is a price, though.
There is a price, though. For more than 30 years, Starfleet has held one of the Founders as a prisoner of war. Imagine the hubris it takes to contain a god. The arrogance. When the Founder is returned to me, you will have the Dominion's complete cooperation, and my guarantee that Karukan and his fleet will not trouble Deep Space Nine again.
Very well, Wiyun. I will contact my superiors once we are clear of the DS9 and relay them your request. Just hope you can keep in check the Dominion forces already stationed at DS9. You won't go unnoticed. Miodrag, out. Commander Winters, set a course back to Bajor. We need to relay the development of events to Starfleet Command.